Hello, this is Paulo Leite again, and today I have for you 5 albums of Brazilian music that I think you should listen to. These are 5 stunning albums, beautiful albums, instrumental, orchestral music only, today at least. I'm going to be discussing vocal and other kinds of Brazilian music in future videos, but today I have for you 5 amazing albums that you should know. The first one is Baden Powell, called Solitude on Guitar. This is a beautiful album by Baden Powell. Baden Powell is perhaps the biggest name in Brazilian guitar music. He has recorded countless albums with many artists. He has, in fact, one album that he recorded with Vinícius de Moraes, is, in my opinion, the most important album in Brazilian music ever. I'm going to be covering that album on a future video. But this one, Baden Powell, Solitude on Guitar, is a beautiful album. I think is one of his best albums. I think this was recorded in Germany in 1971, but it was released only in vinyl, of course, in 1973. This is an album for a guitar trio. So Baden Powell on guitar, Joaquim Paes Henriques on the drums, and Eberhard Weber on the bass. And it's a beautiful album. You're going to find here some stunning songs. This, for example, the Introdução ao Poema dos Olhos da Amada by Vinícius de Moraes, Se Todos Fossem Iguais a Você, also a Brazilian standard. Márcia, Eu Te Amo, this was an improvisation he did. A funny thing here, Kommt ein Vogel geflogen. This is an Austrian traditional song that he reimagines as a Brazilian musician. The album is absolutely beautiful. I'm sure you're going to love it. There it goes. Second album is by beautiful Rosinha de Valença. It's called Violão em Primeiro Plano. Rosinha de Valença is an absolutely stunning guitar player. She has a very sad story. She had an incredible career up until 1992. She had a heart attack, and she was left with severe brain damage, and she was left comatose in a deep coma that lasted 12 years until she died. Sadly, she died in 2004. And so she spent 12 years in a coma. However, to me, this is one of her best albums. You will find here some Brazilian standards like Asa Branca, a beautiful composition by Caetano Veloso, London, London. And also she plays classical music, her version of the Concerto de Aranjuez by Joaquim Rodrigo, and also George Gershwin's, the Gershwins with Summertime. This is a beautiful, beautiful rendition of Summertime, the jazz standard. Here she plays with an orchestra, with a full orchestra, and it's a stunning, stunning recording. So you should listen to this carefully. It's a stunning album. Now we have Quinteto Armorial. This album this is an album from 1978. The Quinteto Armorial was a band that was put together. They were active between 1972 and 1980. I think they released 4 albums only, and this is number 3. The Quinteto Armorial comes in a movement that took place in the late 60s, early 70s. This was spearheaded by author Ariano Suassuna from the northeast of Brazil, and he wanted to create an artistic movement that would produce erudite forms of art, respecting our Brazilian popular culture and popular roots. So in this case, the Quinteto Armorial creates beautiful compositions that have an origin in traditional and popular songs and pieces of music. And the instruments are the ones that are usually played in the northeast of Brazil, which is, by the way, my region where I was born. And it's absolutely stunning, completely different from what you hear in Brazil. Most people outside of Brazil, they are accustomed to listen to bossa nova and samba, and this is a completely different area with a completely different musical tradition, and it's beautiful. And this is a fairly well arranged music with violins, violas, flutes, clarinets, trumpets, and marimbas, which is a traditional Brazilian instrument. Absolutely stunning. I think everybody should know this album. Number 4, I have for you Bola, Sete, Ocean Memories. This is a solo guitar. Bola, Sete is another incredible guitar player from Brazil. He has also recorded extensively with a number of important artists like Vince Guaraldi, Dizzy Gillespie. He also played, I think, with Lalo Schifrin. And this album was recorded in 1972 with Fantasy Records. And the record label, they didn't know what to do with the music. It sounded too off what they were doing, according to what they were doing back then. So they shelved it. And it was only in 1975 that another record label, Tacoma, bought the recordings from Fantasy, and then they released the album called Ocean in 1975. And it took many, only in 1999 that this album was released on CD. And what they did was, so they released the entire album, Ocean, plus a number of other recordings that were made by Bola Sete in those same sessions. So they released the original album plus more tracks, and they named it Ocean Memories. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous album. Sadly, Bola Sete died in 1987, and obviously this is very sad. And so this is a great album that I think you should listen to also. Number 5, we have Introspection by Luiz Bonfá. This is a gorgeous recording. Luiz Bonfá, if those who have seen that movie Black Orpheus, if you know Manhã de Carnaval, which is a Brazilian standard, that's one of his compositions. So Luiz Bonfá, he had a prolific career. He recorded many albums. He did soundtracks. I think he did soundtracks for something like 20 films. It's incredible. He recorded with Quincy Jones, George Benson, Stan Getz, Sinatra. Elvis recorded one of his songs. In one of his movies, Elvis has recorded a song called Almost in Love. It's a beautiful song, and that's Luiz Bonfá. If you look into Discogs and you insert a Luiz Bonfá, you're going to see over 9,000 entries. So the guy this man had a brilliant career. And here he plays his own compositions. Rain has become a standard over the years. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. I bought this this was released on CD in 2001. That was roughly when I bought it. I bought it in a record shop in Brazil that no longer exists, sadly. And Enchanted Mirror is a beautiful, beautiful song. Concerto for guitar, reflection. Everything here is beautiful. So you should listen to this. So 5 albums of Brazilian music that you should listen to. Introspection, Luiz Bonfá. Ocean Memories, Bola Sete. Quinteto Armorial, by Quinteto Armorial. Violão em Primeiro Plano, by Rosinha de Valença. And Baden Powell, Solitude on guitar. And these are great albums. You can find them online, I think. I won't dare to play them here because YouTube is going to destroy me. But I think you can find them on YouTube, and you can find them for sale on eBay or Amazon or Discogs. They're usually, I think these albums are out of print. I bought these albums in separate occasions over 20 years ago, I guess. I'm not sure if you can find. I think you can find them. They'll be a little bit pricey, but I tell you, they're worth every penny. Now, Thank you very much, and don't forget, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be releasing lots of interesting things about record shops and records from my collection, and so give it a like if you like. Subscribe it, and don't forget, go visit record shops, buy records, buy music. Music is life. Thank you very much.